good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the Dear Love Podcast. You can catch us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Listen Notes, Google Music. Y'all already know how this go. We've been doing this for a while now. Let's get right into it. So, we all come across that special time when we're in school where you meet that special someone and you ask them out to the prom. Now, I watch shows like Wonder Years and Boy Meets World, so I never really understood how the prom thing should go and how you would go about asking. The way we did it at our school, you would think somebody was getting married. I mean, like, it's like, man, you gonna ask her, you gonna ask her. It's like, we're not getting married, you just asking the girls to the prom. But at that age, you feel like, oh man, what if she says no? Or what is she gonna think of me? Oh, it's horrible. Anyway, I wasn't that guy. I didn't really get the chance to go to prom because I was so focused on school. And I was one of those kids who waited till the last time you can take OGTs. I think I had to pass math and science. Well, you take it twice a year, so I had passed the math one, and the one that I had left was science. So that was like my main focus. I wasn't really too concerned with going to prom as much as I was passing, because I seen a lot of people who put like they all into this prom situation, and they failed their class and they crying. I'm like, no, don't cry. Don't cry, bitch. Remember you bought them heels and blue dresses and all that. You was smiling because your man taking you to the prom, and it was a lot with the proms, man. Because you got to think, if they had a boyfriend, do you have to take your boyfriend to prom, or could you let a friend take you? So you always had different people who had their way of going about prom dates. I knew a couple people who were friends that went. Or, it was the people who they liked each other for years, but they never said anything, but they also going to prom together. So it's like, oh, it's so cute, so cute. Yeah, whatever. I was the guy in the back of the class still trying to study for a damn OGT. Like, man, it must be nice. Look at all these hoes going to prom. Dear Love, episode 38. Once I found out that I passed the OGT, that was like my prom to me, because I was so happy. I'm like, yes, yes. And it was like kind of sad because the people who failed, they were the ones who went to prom. I guess they felt it wasn't as important, but I know. It's something everybody should experience, going to your prom. And I really always dreamed about going to prom. I really did. Like I said, especially watching the different TV shows like Smart Guy and stuff like that, where they had the little dances and different things that they went to. But now that I think back on it, like, even the dances that we had, man, they were in the damn cafeterias and shit like that. It's like, damn, we couldn't even go anywhere with it. And I remember when you had your little junior prom in middle school, it's like always in the cafeteria, and all they do is move the lunch tables out the way. Yeah, big budget for this prom, I see. And it was like chaperoned by parents. Hey, we are in middle school. We considered grown. Let us tell it. So my prom went a little bit different, even though it wasn't mine. So I had a girlfriend who went to a school that was like on the other side of town. And we went to church together, believe it or not. So this is kind of like, I want to say, my first love. She was the one that sang in a choir, and the parents were deacons and deaconess. And, my grandparents were, ushers and different things. So I had to, represent for the family. I couldn't, say no. So she asked me, I kept my shit together. I said, cool, yeah, I'll go. Soon as she walked away, I melted. I said, oh, thank you. Out of all people. Out of all people. No, but I was very excited. I really couldn't believe that she asked me. So it was cool. Then of course it was the parents meeting up and talking about what time it was. And remember, this was new to me because I couldn't really think of how prom was supposed to go because I didn't go to mine. So I always imagined it a little bit different. You know, again, I watched a lot of TV, so I didn't know exactly how it was supposed to go. I just pictured like a big ballroom with a whole bunch of different lights and stuff like that. You know, a boy can dream, right? So the day came. It was here. I think we wore blue too. I can't remember exactly what we wore, but I was just cheesing. I'm just happy to be a part of something. We get in there. It's the goddamn cafeteria, man. What? What is it? Listen. Why are we having a dance event or whatever the hell you want to call it? Blue tie event, black tie event, yellow tie. I don't care. Event, right? Dude, we're in the fucking, it wasn't the cafeteria. It was the gym. Gym and cafeteria, the same damn thing, how I feel right now. Okay, it's this wood floor shit. You can still see basketball hoops put up and shit. Man, this is crazy. But again, I'm rolling with it. We're here. So I was a little shy, a little shy guy at the time. She's introduced me to my friends like, hey, this is my boyfriend, the one I was telling you about. And some of them kind of blew me off. And some was like, oh, hey, I heard so much about you. Like, why do people lie so much? You haven't heard shit about me. Like, I'm sure she ain't in there just talking about me. But if she is, then cool too. So I said, oh, really? What you hear? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, is what you heard about me. But after meeting all of the friends and all of that crap, of course we had to go over to the drinks. Now, again, I watch a lot of TV. So I'm thinking, did somebody spike the fruit punch? So we go over there. She like, you want something to drink? I'm like, yeah. So I kind of, when she went to get the drink, I kind of ventured off just to see what the scene was looking like. That was one of my things. I went to my school so long, seeing a different high school was kind of weird to me. So I'm just searching and looking around, and she found me. She said, hey, babe, where did you go? I said, I was looking for you. I didn't know where you were. I really ain't want to drink the punch. That's what it was. Like, again, I watch so much TV. I just imagine everybody taking a sip and everybody just falling out at once. And then you just see them dropping like dominoes, and then you're next. So I was like, oh, okay. So I politely acted like I drunk it, and there was a garbage can nearby. I just kind of tossed the whole thing in there. I wasn't about to be sick and falling over like these niggas. So my biggest fear is dancing. So, well, at the time, I ain't know how to dance. See, I could break it down. Now they ain't ready. But I didn't know how to really approach it. So music came on, and she like, come on, babe, you want to dance? I'm like, oh, shit. Now, it's an unwritten rule. We never talked about dancing. And I never said I couldn't dance, but I also never said that I could dance either. See how that could be a little confusing? So we go to the dance floor. She grabs my hand. So in other words, I had no choice but to step out there. And I had to kind of feel the motion. So I just channeled my energy from every slow dancing movie and show that I ever seen in my life. So I held her hand. I had her by the hip. And we kind of rocked back and forth. And she said, you don't know how to dance, do you? I said, yeah. Who doesn't know how to dance? I mean, come on. Like, how old are we? Why would you ask me a question like that? She's like, seriously. I'm like, no, I don't. Can you teach me? She showed me where my hand should go, and we rocked back and forth, and, we talked a little bit. I said, oh, it's not so bad. Then the fast music came on, and she turned around and started like kind of twerking. I'm like, oh shit, whoa, hold up, wait a minute, wait a minute. All right, I got it now. This is what I was waiting on. And her friends was like, go Patrice. Oh, I said her name. Fuck. Go girl, go girl. Yeah, her name was Patrice. All right, so that's who I went with, and it was pretty cool though. Like she did the little twerking thing, and I kind of tried to be cool with it, but it's kind of hard to be cool when a girl is twerking and you wearing like a suit type situation. So yeah, after that whole twerking session, I'm thinking like, yeah, hotel, Holiday Inn, who you with? You know, I'm thinking of all the chingy songs and everything. I'm ready, right? She calls me like, babe, come here, cause I think I walked to the bathroom or something. I'm like, what's up? She like, my dad's gonna be here in like 20 minutes to get us. What? Your dad's gonna what? Come on. So my dreams of, cause again, all my friends went to our prom that I should have went to at my school, and they talked about how they got a hotel after and kicked it, and everybody had fun, and they got them some, right? That's what I'm on. I'm like, cool. She talking about her dad on the way. I said, what he doing? What he trying to get him some from somebody too or something? What is he coming back for? So she's like, well, you gotta pick us up, and prom about to be over. I'm like, what about after prom? What about hotel prom? What about in the bed prom? Those proms weren't included in the prom package. I'm like, oh, he must be coming to get you. Cause I ain't for that shit, bitch. Like I came here to get me some. Where your friends at? No, I'm just playing. You know what happened. I got my simple ass in that truck. We went back to her house. We chilled for a minute till my people got there and picked me up. They're like, how was your night? I'm like, man, it was cool. I learned how to two-step a little bit, but other than that, it was cool. I ain't get me none though. They looked at me like, what? I'm talking about like no punch, like none of the juice, because I ain't want to drink that stuff. It looked nasty. They said, oh, okay. And they kind of looked at me, and I kind of put my head down. But it was cool, man. It was a great experience. I never thought I would get to go to a prom, so at least I went to one. Had a little fun, kicked it a little bit, learned how to two-step, got a little twerk in between all of that. And best of all, I was invited, so I was happy about that. Dear Love T. Shaw, I'm out of here.